he was looking shots. Joseph Parker wasn't fought at a pace. I'm sure he was thinking, I'm reasonably safe at times. I can do this. Daniel Dubois is going to set a pace, and he's going to work. And I don't know how Joseph Parker is going to handle that. I really don't. So Joseph Parker talking about Daniel Dubois bringing him to that place, saying he's got quit in him. He might very well still have quit in him. But is Joseph Parker the guy to expose that or exploit that? Jury's out on that one. If Joseph Parker wins this fight, I don't think Daniel Dubois will quit. I think it may be Joseph Parker winning this fight on points, just accumulating, points as the fight goes on. Not necessarily boxing on the back foot, but just, looking to be the busier guy, looking to just, for every kind of one or two shots Daniel Dubois throws, beat him to the punch, or at least try to, or, throw another 2 or 3 punch combination. That's how I think he's going to win this fight. Potentially he might be able to get to him late, who knows, if it's a particularly tough affair, grueling fight. But again, in those tough, grueling fights, when does Joseph Parker come out? Joseph Parker, and I'll end it with this. I've said this once, I will say it again. Joseph Parker really should have won the Dillian Whyte fight. Not because he was robbed on the scorecards or anything like that, but because when he did finally decide, I need to get aggressive, look at all the success he had. And he could have done that a hell of a lot earlier, and he didn't. And there was moments in that fight where you just looked and thought, oh my God, what is he doing? And that's a long time ago, but I haven't seen a massive change, a little bit, but nothing extreme in his mindset. And again, when's the last time we've really seen him in a tough fight like that? Joe Joyce. I know people say he was sick, he had the flu and stuff like that, but nevertheless, he was still in a tough fight where, a big, strong heavyweight was putting it on him, and eventually he, succumbed to it. So, if I was Joseph Parker, I would be thinking in the back of my mind, yeah, there's quit in him, but I'm not gonna base this whole performance off that. I'm not gonna base this whole fight off the potential of him quitting because I can do X, Y, and Z. I need to have a plan B, C, D, because God only knows what will happen in there. So those are my thoughts on that, Joseph Parker. Listen, Daniel Dubois may very well quit again. He may not. Maybe the Alexander Usyk defeat showed him, actually, do you know what, I don't want to quit again. I've proven I can do it. I can come back from adversity. I can take big flush shots from a Filip Hrgovic and keep going and win. I can be the underdog against Anthony Joshua and just stick it on him and win. I'm better than I thought I was. I have more confidence than I thought, and he's looking a lot more confident now. So, I don't know. Don't always bank on that. Don't always bank on it. At the end of the day, sometimes you think and you stop and think, is it the occasion? It's not got to him. When it has been tough, like against Miller, like against Hrgovic, he's weathered the storm. So, I wouldn't bank him. If I was a betting man, I would say no one's going to Vegas on him necessarily quitting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And until next time, people, peace.
Lucky. Painful. If you're Celtic, it's painful. I'm telling you right now, if this game had gone to penalties, Celtic could have won on penalties, or even if it went to extra time, they could have won. But this is football, man. This is football, and you look at just how good Schmeichel was. The saves he made. His father was even there, and see, that's cool. That's not on Schmeichel. That was the best save he could have made from a point-blank header. That Celtic defender, you have to react quickly, because he reacted too slow. Because if he reacted quickly, he could have quickly kicked the ball away. He reacted just a fraction too slow, and your boy Fonzie was just there to now pounce on just how slow his reaction was and just get the rebound, which now went in. Like, look, Bam with a better team. More possession, more quality. But here's the thing, though. Kane goes down. Growing up, growing up, you have a minimum of 2 strikers in your squad. Sometimes you actually have 3. Because I grew up when you played 2 strikers. So when you played 2 strikers, you'd have like maybe a sub-striker on the bench to sub off. So really, most squads back in the day had 3 strikers in their squad. They had a minimum of 2. Kane goes down. Who is Barnes' sub-striker? They're playing that overweight dude from Fat Camp, Gnabry, as a striker at one point. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to fat shame, but he's fat. I'm sorry, he's fat. He ate all the pies. Serge Gnabry ate all the pies. So how is that guy, your striker, playing through the middle? How are you Bayern Munich and you only have one striker in your squad, one fully recognized striker? I don't know what happened to these guys, because these guys were amazing during the first quarter of the season. The game against Leverkusen was one of the worst games I've seen from Bayern Munich. So they were horrible against Leverkusen, and they were not great, because in terms of just creativity, you can have all the potential in your world, but the lack of ideas from them, the lack of creativity is insane. And I just think that Gnabry shouldn't be playing. Goretzka shouldn't be playing. I'm one of the biggest haters of Leroy Sané. And I just think that the balance of the team just seems to be off. And I just feel that in January, they maybe needed another striker or another creative playmaker. I think maybe Musiala's role hasn't been well enough defined in the team, because for a guy that is so talented, I don't think Kompany is really giving him a big enough definitive role or giving him better instructions to try to create plays. Because if there's a guy to create plays and create chances, it's Musiala. He is perhaps the most dynamically creative person in this team. Next to obviously Harry Kane when he